I'm the natural person. I'm the living man. For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case. Me, I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And I'm not, me being a living person. I don't. My name is improper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name. So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
We've got a heated court hearing on our hands today. A self-proclaimed sovereign citizen tries to argue that the court has no authority over him, following a familiar script often seen in these cases. The problem? He clearly doesn't understand the law he's challenging. If you're going to stand your ground in court, you might want to do some real research first. Watching someone try to challenge a judge who does this professionally is something else. Let's take a look at how it all unfolds. And if you enjoy watching real courtroom moments like this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.
Good morning. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hillary Braley presiding. Okay, and I need you unmuted at the jail. There we go. Can I have your name, please?
For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. I'm the natural person. I'm the living man. How we doing today, Miss Braley?
We are upright, if nothing else. So, okay. And you said your name is Thomas Styron.
The second.
The second.
And then I'm the natural person, the living man.
Okay, thank you for your patience there. We had a little bit of a kerfuffle. So,
No problem.
recalling case number 19S00472, that is the state of Michigan versus Thomas Ulrich Styron, the second, you said, and also calling 24W001025, that is the township of Ypsilanti, also versus Thomas Ulrich Styron. So state your name for the record.
So, for the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case is not me. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And I'm not, me being a living person. I don't. Yeah, I don't. My name is improper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name nor.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off right there.
You really have to wonder if this guy did any preparation before showing up in court. If you're going to go down the sovereign citizen route, at least understand what you're talking about. He starts rambling about jurisdiction and strange punctuation rules, none of which make any legal sense. It honestly seems like he's never opened a law book. You can't just invent legal rules to suit your argument, and the judge definitely isn't buying it. In fact, you can catch a slight smile from her as he struggles to explain himself. She's clearly heard it all before. Wait until you hear what she says at the end. It's the perfect response. This one's definitely worth watching.
Okay.
I don't have no. Sorry, I don't have no contracts with the state of Michigan at all. Period. And so I was wondering about personal jurisdiction, subject matter jurisdiction in regards to this.
Okay. And you can continue to wonder about those at the moment. What I am doing, you have a show cause hearing on the matter ending in 472, which is the retail fraud charge. I'm showing a balance of $210 on that. And then what you're being arraigned on, that is what I am here to explain the charge against you, is a citation issued on April 2nd, 2024 at 9:24 in the evening. That charges that you operated a motor vehicle on North Ford Boulevard at or near Russell Street with no license on your person. Do you comprehend the charge against you?
I do not. I don't even own a license. I canceled my license years ago.
Okay. So what you are being charged with is operating a motor vehicle without having a license on your person. So I'm not asking if you agree with this. I'm not asking if you have a license. I'm asking if you understand the words coming out of my mouth as far as what this charge is.
The charge is
Not
accusing me of
having a
not
license.
having a driver's license on my person, correct?
Correct.
Well, from my understanding, I I need a driver's license if I'm in commerce. I was I was traveling home.
Okay.
I wasn't doing business at all. And also from my understanding, I don't need a license to do that.
And your overstanding is incorrect, sir. But we are not going to get into that.
This guy just admit to the whole thing on his own. He's in court for driving without a license and then casually mentions he hasn't had one in 2 years. On top of that, he claims he wasn't driving but traveling, a common line in these types of cases. Honestly, if you're being charged with driving without a license, saying you weren't driving at all doesn't help your case. It just sounds like you're trying to play word games, and that rarely works in court. What's even more surprising is that getting a license isn't difficult or expensive. Following basic laws would save a lot of people from these legal headaches. To his credit, the guy has been polite so far, but it's clear he's not making the strongest arguments. What do you think? Does he genuinely believe in this approach, or is he just misinformed? Let's get back into it and see how the rest plays.
For now, you are saying that you have understood the words as far as not having a license on your person. It is a misdemeanor charge with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both.
So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
So
At this time, the court is going to set a pretrial date for you. That will be before Judge Washington.
ma'am, can we prove the jurisdiction first before we go ahead with setting a trial for that entity or a pretrial for that entity? Yeah.
I hear you. And at this point, you are appearing in front of the court. You have put your name on the record. And yes, we are setting a pretrial date for you.
I did put my name on the record, and my name that I put on the record is not the same name that you have attached to that case.
And you can provide documentation of such at your pretrial date, which is going to be June 26th.
So the documentation that I have published, recorded excuse me, sorry. The documentation I have published and recorded on the record, on the state of Michigan record, that says what I just told you, that I'm not who you have, that I'm not the name you have attached to that case, that's I need to bring that with me, is what you're saying? It being already recorded and on the state of Michigan records. Is that good enough?
Whatever documentation you have,
Mhm.
bring it with you to your pretrial date. That is what I am telling you, yes. So, and again, that court date, June 26th? Okay, will be June 26th at 9 a.m. before Judge Washington. The court will enter that you are standing mute to all charges at this time.
So we're just assuming jurisdiction though, correct?
Yes.
How? From
No.
my understanding, that
And
has to be proved before we even proceed with anything else. Am I wrong?
you are not correct. The court will also set a personal recognizance bond in this matter. Basically, you are promising to show up for that June 24th court date at 9 a.m. over Zoom before Judge Washington, where you will have your pretrial. Okay, so at this point, your hearings are concluded. You are free to stand up and tell the jail that you are finished.
So I need to be there under threat, duress, coercion of going to jail?
Really liked how the judge handled this sovereign citizen. Personally, I think she'll let him talk a little more than necessary. But overall, she did a great job staying in control of the courtroom. She wasn't putting up with any of his nonsense and stepped in right when she needed to. She even threw in a few sharp responses to keep things in check. Honestly, we need more judges like HRHRme.com and not afraid to stand their ground. You could tell she wasn't intimidated at all. And that's exactly the kind of presence you need when someone's throwing around legal terms. They clearly don't understand. As for the whole Zoom court setup, what do you all think? Personally, I find it a bit hard to take seriously, especially when someone's trying to make an unusual legal argument over a video call. It just doesn't carry the same weight as being in a courtroom. People often talk over the judge, and things get off track pretty quickly. It lacks the structure and authority you'd see in person. Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up here. Thanks so much for watching. You enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. And let me know what you thought about this hearing in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.